All right, welcome. This game is underway. 8-6 versus Quoth Gaming. We're seeing 8-6 starting down as Marines in sub-access. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map in Atrium, Quoth Gaming starting as Aliens, doing a 3-2 split, while the Marines are doing a 3-2 split left and right, and 2 of 8-6 moving into Crossroads right now, while we have a group of Skulks, 3 of them of Quoth in Data Core, just hanging around waiting to pounce on these poor 2 8-6 Marines, Walter and Rain, coming in there, and these guys are positioned perfectly up in the hiding spots in Data Core. And here comes Walter coming in alone without any backup. He is gonna, I don't know why these Quoth guys aren't jumping on him. There comes Rain as his backup. They're just waiting for both these Marines to come in. Here comes the pounce from Quoth, and Walter and Rain go down in a flurry of teeth. And we're seeing now here in Crossroads, Mello taking little pot shots to Nippler and Dangio. And it looks like this fight is Dangio goes down, and so does Nippler. So that advancement is not going to go. And those 3 Skulks from Data Core came down to ventilation to bite this RT. We're seeing Walter and Flex from Radical, that's their Merc, trying to shoot them off this RT, but they only take down 1 Skulk, and that RT is toast. And now we're seeing Kramer and Mello just building up an RT there in Crossroads as they move into Glass Hallway. Their destination is going to be Reactor Core. And it doesn't look like anybody's there to defend. Nope, I was wrong. Ulti coming through the vents, trying to see what is going on here in Reactor Core. I'm sure he does hear definitely the firing now, and he's going to try to get a pounce on these Marines to stop them. But if he goes right now, he's just basically going to kill himself. Here comes Sammy G and Relent. They are going to bounce all together here against these 2 Marines. Let's watch this happen. Relent does take down Lieutenant Kramer. The only one left was Mello, and he gets completely slammed through. And 3-1 split now in Glass Hallway. 3 going to Data Core and 1 going to Crossroads, where he's going to meet Flex, and that puts him on a dead stop. We're seeing the Cis Chain coming into Data Core. This may be the second hive that Quoth is going to be going for. And very wisely, Walter is just hanging outside Data Core, not advancing. You want to wait for your teammates to come. There they are. Mello and Lieutenant Kramer now coming in for backup. All right, so now these 3 Marines from 8-6 are coming in. They're going to get flanked by Nippler on the left while Relent stays on the roof. Ulti and Sammy G are in there as well. Sammy G on very low health. Here comes the offense from Quoth. They're going to try to bite down these Marines. Dangio takes down Rain. Ulti takes down Mello. Sammy falls to Kramer, and Relent takes down Kramer. So great job there by Quoth cleaning that up, and they're going to keep this pain train going down to ventilation. As far as map control right now, I mean, it's definitely going to go to Quoth. I mean, we have RTs around. They're sucking, 8-6 sucking on very good resources. That Drifter did not stand a chance. Ulti sitting underneath the walkway there while he waits for Dangio to come in. And Flex is the only one there holding down Crossroads, waiting for Kramer and Rain to come in there and back him up. Meanwhile, over in Data Core, we're seeing Walter and Mello putting down those mines everywhere, which is really great. That's a nice point. You want to put a triangle there. If you have Skulks that are coming right at you, it's really easy to fight inside this triangle and have the Skulks try to bite you, because it's more than likely they're going to get hit by a mine. And it's also a great place to fall back to when you get attacked, if you're, like, say, here or here. So DeWalter putting up the power there over in Data Core. We're seeing that those Skulks got cleaned up in Crossroads, and 3 Marines now from 8-6, led by Flex from Radical, moving in through Glass Hallway, and we're seeing Relent try to take the jump on Rain. Looks like he might actually take him down, but right at the last minute, the pistol does take down Relent, and Sammy G coming into Reactor Core against Kramer and Flex, and he's going to be backed up by Dangio and Nippler. They are coming in trying to push away 8-6 out of this key spot and out of this natural RT expansion for Quoth Gaming. Down in Reactor Core, we're seeing Walter backing off back into Data Core. He's just going to lock in the Glass Hallway, try to hold that hallway by himself. This is very good. I mean, with them going into, with 8-6 going into Data Core, basically, you can see that their blueprint is already on the tech point there. So with them going into data core and putting a lot of pressure there, they notice that the sys chain is going in there. And that's going to basically cut them off, get some time away from Quoth Gaming. They're going to have to go another way, and we're seeing now that they may actually go to flight control. Dangio doing a little bit of RT harassing in Crossroads, and over in Ventilation, I'm sorry, in Pipe Junction, Walter, Flex, and Mellow. 3 Marines coming down. We do have a lurk on the field for Quoth, and that's going to be Ulti. And we're seeing now that Nippler is right there on the ceiling. He makes a jump for Mellow with those jaws wide open, and it's not going to be enough. We're seeing Relent take down Mellow, and now it's just going to be Relent versus Flex from Radical. And here he goes for the bite. Looks like he's getting a lot of chip damage, but at the end, he does land his bites. Over in Crevice, we're seeing that Art Harvester has been taken down. In Crevice, Ulti there as a lurk, flying underneath the walkway, trying to get these guys down. He does end up spiking down Lieutenant Kramer, coming down to Rain, taking a couple bites out of him, and ends up taking him down as well. Nice play by Ulti, just denying these expansions there. And as you can see, the sys chain is moving in through Summit Reception now and moving into flight control. Data Core has just been dropped right now. Sammy G and Nippler in there playing defense. Phase Tech has started for the Marines. Armor 1 is almost finished. They do have shotguns, which is going to balance the game a little bit here. Flex and Mellow in Pipe Junction against, oh my god, they are surrounded right now. Let me see if I can get a move from Flex. We see Walter just joined them as well. They are being harassed from all sides. If you can see in the minimap on the left side, all those moving red dots are aliens coming right at them, and he ends up getting spiked down. All these mines going, all these mines blowing up everywhere. And it looks like it's just Ulti versus Walter. He's getting spiked, and Ulti is not going to let him go. He's going to continue trying to spike him down. Some health packs being dropped. He does take a spike down that mine, and Walter is going to hold this until he gets some reinforcements. Over in Crevice, we're seeing now Shotgun and Machine Gun Marine up against this Harvester, which is going to go down again. Relent, the only one in the vent that sees that happening, and Rain and Kramer are going to just hold Crevice for right now. Big fight happening now in Data Core. We're seeing a scan going down, a nice offensive armory, which is basically going to help them. They're going to just circle that and hump that armory all day until they clear everyone out of here. 1 Marine ends up going down to our left. Walter and Mellow, they need to get closer to that armory if they're actually going to use it. No use putting that up if they're going to be so far away from it. Keep hitting it, keep taking the fight to them. We do see that the 2 Crags have been dropped to help the health of this hive, which is going to slow them down taking it down because they have to take the Crags down first. And now Flex rejoining there. We're seeing an advanced armory now coming up, and oh, sorry, almost missed a call there. We're seeing an advanced armory has just been completed. Weapons 2 is on its way. Meanwhile, Quoth just sitting on Carapace. 8-6 playing kind of a very strong game right now. They're playing this very patiently. They're sitting on their res nodes. I mean, let's look at here. They've been on 5 res nodes for quite a bit. And Quoth has been on 2 and 3 for quite a bit. So 8-6 definitely outstripping them in the res. That lurk better get away, otherwise he's going to get killed. And this forward armory is definitely paying off in just the amount of damage they are going to pour into Data Core. Look at this. So they're keeping the pressure here in Data Core. Meanwhile, another pressure team is being sent to Crevice. They're going to be, and now it's a 3 pressure team over in Data Core, and a 1 or 2 pressure team over in Crevice, and that Harvester is going down yet again. The new hive has just finished. It's definitely under fire. Quoth really has to split their forces to try to defend this. Very good job, 8-6 playing this. Phase Gate now going up in Data Core. This is not good for the Data Core hive. It's definitely in trouble. We see a shift hive has been selected for the evolution. Weapons 2 is almost done for Marines. And let's take a look at this map. Look how long 8-6 has been sitting on 5 resources. They went down to 4, 5 for a while, and now back to 4. Pretty even on the resource. The tower is lost. Look at the resource. 433 versus 227 in the team kills. 31 to 31. Very even in terms of engagements, but it's the res at the end of the day that is going to change and keep this game. If you can be even on engagements, oh, and data core does go down. If you can hold your own in engagements and keep your res flow going, you're, you know, and obviously keep their res flow down, you're going to eventually out-tech your enemy. And it's just a matter of time. So very good forward momentum right now. They're going to end up cleaning out data core. So data core is lost. Here comes some RT harassing from Nippler in Crossroads. And these Krags are toast. They're going to clean up the Sis. Very good job. 8-6 fighting for data core. Now over in Crossroads, we're seeing that RT has gone down. Good size offensive here by Quoth. One of the Skulks does go down, but for the most part, Crossroads is clear. And we're seeing now in flight control a scan just go down. They do see that the Sis have moved into flight control, so they might end up, or at least the commander can just keep checks on that by keep putting scans down. Kramer and Mello coming into computer lab, taking down Dangio and Relent, and that RT is on fire. And they do have welders, so they can fix it, but they're just going to go ahead and leave it alone. Armor 2 is almost done, and this is the out-teching that I'm talking about. It's not looking good right now for Quoth Gaming, because they are now, I mean, 8-6 is going to sit on Weapons 2, Armor 2 very soon with shotguns. They have locked down data core with a phase gate and armory. They're locking down flight control with a phase gate, which means that they're going to be able to get pressure teams on both sides of the map. And now Quoth Gaming it's going to be very hard for them to bounce back off of offense, or I'm sorry, off of defense. I mean, you always hear a good offense, or I'm sorry, a good defense is a great offense. Well, they need to get together and hit somewhere and pull 8-6 off of the front lines and back to defending their base. There's a little RT harassment happening over in ventilation, and Quoth ends up cleaning up these Marines in reactor core, but they do take down that harvester. Another one gets redropped right away. And basically, look at this map. They have locked down this side of the map. This is 8-6 territory right there. And this is going to be pretty hard for Quoth to try to break that. And now look, they know that they need to get together. They know they need to pull this foothold off of 8-6. Otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of time before they just roll them in their base. And, you know, the thing is, too, with even engagements here, basically on either side, they're going to have Marines pressuring reactor core. They're going to have Marines pressuring crevice. And with even engagements, it's going to be pretty hard for Quoth Gaming to defend against that. There you go, fixing the power in data core went down to below half. They're trying to fix that up now. We do have 2 fades on the field, which is going to help them out. You know, these are shadow step fades. You know, Blink isn't research, obviously, because they lost that hive in data core. So they're not going to be able to use that. So these shadow step fades, while they are dangerous, they're, you know, it depends how well. It's going to come down to individual player skill after this. They could end up turning the game, and look at that, just rolling through 3 Marines now that those fades are out. So Nippler and Relent and Sammy G are fades. Another fade has came onto the field, so this may be the tipping point for Quoth Gaming. Now we're seeing Ulti and Sammy just trying to stop this from, you know, these 2 Marines from coming into Atrium from reactor core. They're going to fall back to data core, meet Kramer. They're probably going to rest and resupply. Nippler and Relent in flight control. There goes the hive. 3% grown. Let's see if they can actually hold this time. Sammy G doing a good job as a fade, using that shadow step. Using the shadow step and double jump really well. Look at him fly around this map with double jump and shadow step. Really, really good job. I mean, I wish I could actually be half this good with double jump and shadow step. Something I need to practice on. So we're seeing now most of Quoth, now they're rallying, trying to get on the offense and into Computer Lab. They're taking down that RT and they're going to secure that. We're seeing now 3 of 8-6's Marines coming in from a glass hallway into Crossroads. Flex, Walter, and Kramer, and there goes the beacon because those guys that were in Computer Lab tried to get into sub-access. They targeted that IP, which went down to 28%, but that beacon went off in time, and they wisely got out of it. Now, working on the power a little bit there in Crossroads, taking a little bit of pot shots there. 8-6's Marines in Glass Hallway. Kramer and Mello moving from Glass Hallway into Crossroads, where they are going to meet a significant force. Let's try to take the look from Lieutenant Kramer as against these 3 fades. He might just get chopped to bits. Relent does take down Mello. He's the only one left. Lieutenant Kramer fighting for his life right now. Health packs dropping like crazy, and no, it's just not enough. Finally just gets, I mean, that was basically the whole team from Quoth. And we're seeing the flight control hive 60% grown. This game has definitely turned in favor of Quoth. Now their momentum is really, I mean, if you can notice how the momentum has changed since those fades got onto the field. See, a prototype lab has been completed by the Marines. They're sitting on 3 RTs. We might start seeing jetpacks being researched soon. There they are. Jetpacks now have started being researched. Here comes Quoth, responding to 8-6's push into Computer Lab, completely annihilating them. Great job by Quoth. And now they are basically set back into sub-access. These fades just doing an amazing job, moving in through Glass Hallway. It looks like they're going to pound Data Core, which is very lightly defended. Coming in through Pipe Junction, we see Dangio taking a look down the hallway into Data Core. Ventilation RT being swiped by Nippler, and over that Harvester in Computer Lab is going to end up going down. Check the change now in the amount of RTs. We basically have 3 RTs for 8-6 and 5 now for Quoth Gaming, so they are sucking in the res. We see Flight Control Hive has finished, so now a Shift Hive is evolving, and Blink finally has started. Blink is going to make these fades so much more dangerous. Great job, Quoth Gaming, just holding out. And now a phase gate just going up in Crossroads. 8-6 trying to regain some map control. They know that Data Core is going to be really hard to hold. But now right when they get this up, it's already under fire. They take down that Harvester that was in Crossroads. They're going to claim that. And that CC in Data Core, 40% with 4 life forms around it. It's going to go down so fast. Jetpacks have now been completed with Blink only halfway done. They may be able to take advantage of this, but now that that CC has gone down, they are not going to be able to purchase jetpacks, and I don't think anyone was able to purchase jetpacks while it got researched. Crossroads has been claimed. If they can build this, they can actually phase back and get jetpacks, but Quoth seems to know what they're trying to do. I heard one person, I think Flex does have a jetpack, so he was able to get that before that went down, and now here we go. Jetpacks are ready. Adrenaline has been ready for Quoth. Now that jetpacks are on the field, this may change. Blink is almost done. We see Spores being researched. I rarely see Spores researched in a competitive match, so that's quite refreshing to actually see. All right, and 4 of 8-6 now in Crossroads. I believe most of them have jetpacks, if not all. And it looks like they're going to try to go on a very strong offensive through Summit Reception and into Flight Control. Here we go. And meanwhile, while that's happening, we're seeing a little bit of harassment happening in sub-access. Dangio has that Skulk trying to get that down. And these 4 Marines are now in here with these jetpacks. Let's see from one of the Marines' point of view. This is from DeWalter's point of view. He does have a jetpack. This flight control hive is under fire. Quoth is going to have to respond to this. Ulti takes down Flex. Fade's flying everywhere. DeWalter gets his head taken off. And look at that. Good game called by 8-6. That was their all-in moment. What a great game there. 8-6 doing so well in the beginning. And once the fades, but the fade play from Quoth was just, I mean, proved to be just too much. Wow, great, great, great game. And we're seeing the players leave. We gotta wait for the actual official Quoth Gaming wins. Flex is the only one up. There it is. Now it's official. Quoth Gaming wins. Round 1 on Summit.